Welcome back to another Samsung Galaxy A72 video. We are nearing the official release of this phone and a couple of leaks have added to our excitement. So far we have had a few case renders of the A72 5G, we have had the caseless renders of the same, and we also have a few camera details. The leaked stuff is good enough to draw a rough sketch of the phone. For the most part it looks identical to the last year's Galaxy A71, but there are going to be some massive improvements inside the phone, including its brand new One UI 3.1 on the top of Android 11, a new chipset, a new camera system and more. The phones have become so much predictable lately, but despite the predictability factor being very high, I would still want to put up my wish list containing the features that I personally want to see in the phone. Not actually just me, the features that the users missed greatly on the A71. The features that the A71's competitors had, and the features which can change the Galaxy A72's entire fate. The first and the foremost in this list is a better refresh rate. A higher refresh rate might not be that much noticeable, but it definitely improves how your phone's animations work. We have had a refresh rate of 90Hz on the phones like OnePlus Nord. Xiaomi's low mid-range phones offer a refresh rate of 120Hz, and the new Mi 10T and also the Pixel 5 offers 144Hz and 90Hz respectively. So a refresh rate of 90Hz would be a treat. Knowing a lot about Samsung, I do not really expect 120Hz, but we definitely deserve 90Hz on the A72. The mid-range phones have had a 60 frames per second video recording mode for quite a while now, but this feature hasn't made it to Samsung's mid-range phones so far. Samsung's mid-range phones have a capable camera hardware. In fact, the companies that use Samsung's camera hardware on their mid-range phones offer the 1080p at 60 fps, but Samsung itself doesn't. So a 60 frames per second video recording mode will make this device totally worth it and take its videography game to a new level. The next feature in my wishlist is the optical image stabilization. Back in the day, the mid-range phones did not offer OIS. Samsung started giving the EIS on its Galaxy A lineup last year, starting with the Samsung Galaxy A71. It would be really interesting to see the Galaxy A72 pulling out the OIS, because the OIS has started coming on the mid-range devices. OnePlus is trying its best to set new standards in the industry, and it gave OIS in its Nord. That's where Samsung can learn its lesson from. Galaxy A52 is going to use the Snapdragon 750G and the 720G chipset. Since this phone isn't going to use the newly released Exynos 1080 or the Snapdragon 765G, I now eagerly want to see what chipset the Galaxy A72 will use. And I really wish and expect that the phone either uses the Exynos 1080 or at least the Snapdragon 765G chipset on both its 5G and 4G variants. If the Exynos 1080 5nm chipset makes it to the A72, it will actually help the A72 compete the flagships of today. But if it happens to be the Snapdragon 765G 7nm chipset, it will compete the flagships of 2018, which again is not too bad. So yeah, one of these chipsets would be appreciated. Samsung has been using the UFS 2.1 storage standard on its mid-range phone so far, but on the A72, I want to see the UFS 3.0 or the 3.1 storage, as it will make copying and moving data to and from the phone a whole lot easier. Back in the day, Samsung mocked Apple for ditching the charger in the box of the iPhone 12. Later on, reports suggested that Samsung will be ditching the charger in the box of the upcoming Galaxy S21, and this showed the hypocritical nature of Samsung. I really wish that Samsung doesn't do the same with the Galaxy A lineup, and we still get to see a 25W fast charging brick in the box of the Galaxy A72. Although the high-end phones seem to be getting the IP68 water and dust protection, there's nothing wrong in asking for such a feature on the upcoming Galaxy A72. Even if Samsung adds some inferior water and dust protection certification to this phone, it would largely matter and make this device better. Wireless charging, I think it's too much to ask for a mid-range smartphone, but it is our wish list and we can wish for anything we want. So we would love seeing the A72 having the wireless charging capability. And that pretty much brings my list to an end. We can wish for a lot more, but we have to be reasonably realistic here. Some of the features like a telephoto lens, a quad HD display, a front camera with 4K up to 60 FPS with OIS come on the flagship devices only. Expecting such features on a mid-range device isn't a great idea. But there are no restrictions here. The comment section is open for all of you to drop your ideas on what would you like to see on the upcoming Galaxy A72. Also, can we make this video popular enough to make Samsung watch it and actually fulfill one of our wishes here? Drop a like if you found this video useful, subscribe if you haven't yet. With that said, I will sign off and see you all in the next one.